We are going to provide you a short video about the third grade plan for foundational reading skills using instructional routines. Hi, my name is Greg Betts.
And I'm Karen Moosman.
And this is an informational video to share the history, provide overview and rationale, demonstrate alignment within the core, and introduce our plan for next year. Based on dialogue over the last 3 years, action, research this year, and discussions with teaching and learning, MTSS, Toolbox, and principals, it was the determination of the district to extend the foundational reading skills to third grade.
Not finding that enough of our students are achieving proficiency, let alone the college and career ready benchmarks, and then realizing our middle school and high school students still struggle with reading multisyllabic words and with even the vowel sounds. We dug into the research and demonstrated that we needed to enhance our core instruction around phonics in our primary grades, including up into third grade. This is the simple view of reading. And when you look at this, the key piece you need to understand is that we achieve reading comprehension as an outcome by first building strong decoding skills, which includes phonemic awareness and phonics to the point of fluency and automaticity, times the language comprehension skills. So the vocabulary, the background knowledge, being able to understand the language in text so that we can apply it in reading text. This shows the scope and sequence of reading skills in traditional curriculum materials of when they develop and when they are most critical. As you see in 3rd to 6th grade on the far right column is a primary focus on multisyllabic words and really digging deeper into the reading comprehension after already establishing strong listening comprehension and letter sound correspondence in that alphabetic principle. Because these skills are so critical to be able to learn to read and to be able to understand what we read, we spend extra time on it. And that is how we are building mastery in these important skills. We are using instructional activities or instructional routines to accomplish this because, as you see on the right-hand side, by using a routine, it's predictable for students and we can allow more time to focus on building content knowledge, focus on the students, and fewer social or behavioral concerns because students already know what to do next. There are clear procedures in the classroom, and we have embedded formative assessment on a daily basis.
Teachers, you know your students' reading skills better and are able to make more instructional changes and decisions than ever before. Before, when we did not have distributed practice on new words, teachers noticed that students were losing some of their understanding and knowledge of the words. Students are highly engaged in these routines, and students qualifying for intervention are going down, and those that are qualifying are starting at a higher place than they have in the past. Also, to help support the work in third grade, the weekly lesson guides are being modified, and they will help tell you what you are teaching throughout the week. This is an example of the whole group section of a weekly lesson guide. Through small group and independent work here are also represented. Each week starts with a question and the daily lessons build up to answering that overarching question. Embedded in these lesson guides, you will find the foundational skill lesson plans. Here's an example of what the lesson plans look like for third grade. These will be printed for you and easier to follow than the previous model. So our plan for next year is we are going to expand instructional routines to all third grade. We will utilize pre-opening for training, and the first day of training will be on August 8th for the fall group or December 10th for our spring group. The building rollout is as follows, and this determination was made upon the capacity of the district to support a successful implementation at each building and still maintain our support for K2.
Here's the timeline of important dates to know for next year. On August 7th at Curriculum Day, you will dig deeper into those lesson guides and maps as the curriculum map has been revised. August 8th for that fall group will be their training day for foundational skills and a follow-up on the first professional learning day in October. Then the spring group will receive training in December with their follow-up in February.
So our considerations for next year is observe in second grade. I'm speaking with many third grade teachers. This has already occurred, maybe out of interest or just curious about what was happening with the routines. And so before the end of the year, please take an opportunity, if you have not already, to see the instructional routines in action. We will begin these routines right after training in August and January, and those groups starting will have full support. And that will be through an implementation coach. And they will be working in your classroom, and they will model. There will be a gradual release model, side-by-side coaching, consulting. These determinations are then followed up throughout the year and will be at the need of each teacher. And with that, we hope you have a great end to your school year and look forward to seeing you in August to give you more information about the routines and what third grade will look like for the 2019-2020 school year. If you have questions, please email me, Greg Betts, and I will respond to you before the end of the school year.